The Vauxhall Lotus Carlton is a hot family sedan that famously outran the police. Just 950 examples of the car, which was the second fastest sedan in the world at the time, were ever built. The Vauxhall Lotus Carlton, also sold as the Opel Lotus Omega, is a proper modern classic, holding the title of being the second fastest sedan in the world when it came out. It was so fast, in fact, that it almost got banned in the UK. As the story goes, back in the 90s, a group of criminals in the UK stole a Lotus Carlton to use as their getaway car for a series of ram raids. In the months to come, they stole about £20,000 worth of cigarettes and alcohol. Police were unable to touch the car, as its top speed was nearly double that of their cruisers at the time. As a result, the Association of Chief Police Officers as well as Parliament and the Daily Mail tried to get the Lotus Carlton banned, but to no avail. By the way, the thieves' car was never found and its current whereabouts are unknown. Lotus bought out the 2,948cc, 24-valve inline-six General Motors engine to 3,615cc, and fitted it with two water-to-air intercooled Garrett T25 turbochargers. The 6-speed gearbox is shared with the C4 Corvette ZR1, and at the back, you'll find a mechanical limited slip differential, which should help the power go down to the tarmac. But on a cold, greasy day, good luck. The pressure from the two turbochargers is a relatively modest 0.7 bar, so lag is not actually that conspicuous and the boost builds progressively and reasonably quickly. The resulting 377 horsepower at 5,200 revolutions per minute and 419 pound-feet of torque at 4,200 revolutions per minute were enough to shove the 3,666 pound sedan to 60 miles per hour in a tick over 5 seconds, and on to nearly 180 miles per hour. Of course, Lotus has always been known for its expertise in chassis engineering, so the special Omega Carlton got a comprehensively upgraded multi-link independent suspension, larger vented four-wheel disc brakes with 4/2-piston calipers, a limited slip differential, and staggered width tyres on 17-inch alloy wheels. Special bodywork, including a trunk-lid spoiler, raised drag but aided high-speed stability. What was it about the Lotus Carlton that made it so controversial, when there were faster cars around at the time? A lot of it is down to the body styling of a car that was afforded this kind of firepower. Back in the 1990s, 176 miles per hour was a figure reserved for supercars, not four-door saloons. Yes, there were other super saloons around then from BMW, but they were electronically limited to 155 miles per hour. The Lotus Carlton was faster than an M5 and also much more exotic machines from the time, including the Ferrari 348 and the Porsche 964,911. The fact that it came from a brand like Vauxhall, known mostly for unassuming family cars, was surely a factor. It'd be years before the VXR brand was unleashed upon the world, and save for a few rebadged Holdens, we've seen nothing anywhere near as unhinged as this from the British company since. Vauxhall struggled to sell the enormously expensive car, which was getting on for £100,000 adjusted for inflation, and production was cut short as a result, with 320 Vauxhall Lotus Carltons and 630 Opel Lotus Omegas sold. But now, prices are rising steadily, and you should expect to part with around £40,000 for a good one. For the backstory, the performance and the driving experience, that's a bargain.